Hundreds of PMVs stranded on highway. World President of the Association of Country Women visits PNG. And Lay city dwellers are NSL champions.
This is National EMTV News with Hope Imaka.
Hundreds of PMVs stranded on highway. World President of the Association of Country Women visits PNG. And Lay city dwellers are NSL champions.
This is National EMTV News with Hope Imaka.
Good evening and thank you for joining me. This is Saturday's news. Hundreds of PMV operators and passengers are stranded on sections of the Lay-Madang Highway. On Friday night, parts of the national highway were washed away by heavy rains. The affected areas include Omea, Asas and Kesawai.
This pictures received by EMTV News shows some parts of the Lay-Madang Highway destroyed in the recent floods. This picture shows the Omea Bridge. Parts of it has been washed away, making it difficult for vehicles to travel across. The floods has also destroyed food gardens and water sources for villages in the Usino Bundi electorate. The Lay-Madang Highway is an important road that links Morobe and Madang to the Highlands provinces. Last year, continuous rains also washed away the same sections of the national highway. The traveling public were forced to spend extra money in order to transport their goods, and PMV operators recorded a decrease in their normal income. The bridges were rebuilt in March 2015 but were destroyed again last night. Usino Bundi District Works offices are now on the scene to assess the situation. Taklagunga, National, EMTV News.
The first Tanim Ground panel debate discussed decentralisation, a key directive of the national government. The first panel consisted of people from various sectors, government, churches and the business community. National Planning Minister Charles Abel, West New Britain Governor Sasindran Mutuvel, Hagi Oil Palm Limited General Manager Graham King, Church Moderator Reverend Bernard Siai, and the Director of Corporate Services in the Western Highlands Provincial Health Authority, Julie Bengi. Discussions looked at how partnership can be strengthened to effectively deliver services to the people around the country. The World President of the Associated Country Women, Ruth Shanks, has acknowledged the tremendous work from women in PNG. Their work has contributed significantly to change, starting at the family unit and then into the communities. The World President is in the country on an official visit.
The World President was privileged to visit and learn about Papua New Guinea's beauty and how the women are contributing to change. Although challenging in a country like Papua New Guinea, where men are seen as superiors, women's voices are still powerful.
Mother Teresa, that great woman, said once, if you can't help 1,000 people, just help one. So we hope we can help one of you to improve your life. And the story.
National President of the Country Women Association, Rachel Guare, said women's empowerment programs are vital for growth, which political bureaucrats must support.
That whatever you have contributed is not wasted. We have done a lot during these past years, and Gertrude has done also learned a lot from Papua New Guinea, CWA National Capital, and she has built herself up to improve the CWA in her home.
Linda Babao O'Neill, wife of Prime Minister, said women in PNG have gained a stronger, consolidated voice, which has become their strength and resilience, silently providing for families and communities.
Papua New Guinea women are continuing to play an increasing important role both as professionals and business leaders in small to medium businesses. I again thank the Associated Country Women of the World for your continuous support in enabling our women and children, our communities, our country to be stronger, healthier and successful.
The world president will travel to East Sepik tomorrow to launch the CWA Young Growth Saucia and Resource Center and then continue her visit to Western Highlands and Chiwaka. Fabian Hakelitz, National EMTV News.
PNG will take part in the United Nations Small Island Developing States Conference in the Caribbean in July. Director of Women in Business, Janet Sape, will represent the country. Among topics to be discussed are climate change, food security, sustainability, small businesses and livelihood activities.
It's a very important program or conference where they've decided to invite me to participate, and I'm very excited to attend it because as much as we can, we raise our voices wherever we can.
The NCD Commission is continuously looking into ways to have proper waste disposal in Port Moresby. One of these initiatives is the Market Waste Composting Pilot Project, for which a Memorandum of Understanding was signed with the National Agricultural Research Institute. While the project's primary objective is to reduce waste accumulation in the city, NARI sees this as a solution to the gradual decline in soil fertility, which is suppressing agricultural development.
The Memorandum of Understanding sealed a 4-month contract between the two parties, NCDC and NARI, on a market waste composting project. Gerehu Market is where the project will be piloted.
Basically what the MOU is for both organizations to work together to compost waste that is produced in the city's markets.
NARI has allocated a landfill site up at Laloki where research will be conducted to develop commercially compatible compost for agricultural purposes. NRI's Research Development Coordinator Clifton Gwabu said the site was convenient where water and road is accessible.
They bring their waste from Gerehu Market, they dump it there, and then now it's our part there to turn it using our our experimental design.
The project was timely and will improve soil fertility for agricultural development against current biological and production constraints on their crops.
A farmer producing food, they need to have a good amount of water, good soil fertilities, of course, less pest and disease. But soil fertility is a big problem.
Results from NARI on the development of compost would determine the future of compost that is recyclable for other markets in the capital city. Melissa Goviro, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the news. The Health Department is in discussion with Oil Search on public-private partnership to address the TB epidemic in Kikori Gulf Province. Oil Search, through its foundation, is helping health workers with comprehensive diagnosis and has also purchased much-needed machines. There is also an innovative model which local women groups are assisted with to provide healthy food to patients. Deputy Health Secretary Dr. Paison Dakulala thanked Oil Search for the great partnership. Correctional Services Minister Jim Simatab has ordered CS officers to return to work. He issued the order following the standoff among members in relation to the appointment of the Commissioner. This is the first time the Minister has publicly commented on the issue after the National Executive Council's decision in February.
In a recent media statement, a direction has been given for all officers to immediately resume duties, and both the court reinstated Commissioner Michael Waipo and NEC-appointed Commissioner Chief Inspector Bernard Nepo must work together to prevent further disturbances in the department's operations. Bomana Jail Commander Kidi Keko, in a recent interview, also shared similar concerns and instructed warders guarding the Bomana prison to continue normal duties.
And the Bomana prison is the bigger prison in the country, and all this happening in the city as well. But generally we are operating normal. I've given instruction to every staff to continue normal.
Internal sources told MTV News that change in the Commissioner's position has created differences amongst officers. However, both Nepo and Waipo have urged officers not to take sides but maintain the department's integrity.
For now, I call upon all serving officers to return to your units and maintain normalcy.
Please be asking people to give him that respect. Like if anyone to get out of the line, I will be getting serious on them.
What has transpired in the last 6 weeks can be summed up as the Commissioner's position is occupied by Waipo pending the Supreme Court outcome on this substantive matter, a Supreme Court order that restrains Simatab and Nepo from interfering with Waipo's reinstatement. Thakla Gunga, National MTV News.
The Yanguru Sausia Education Authorities in East Sepik have proposed a new primary school at Javrakua village. The village is at the border of Wewak and Yanguru Sausia electorates. Over the years, students walked long distances to attend classes at the nearby Marinumbo or Pasam primary schools. Early this week, Education Manager Alois Warangi said the idea to open up a new school was proposed a few years back, but they will relook at the idea to have a new school established. The school will be run by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Yanguru Sausia MP Richard Maru supported the idea when launching the Javrakua water supply and elementary school opening on Tuesday. B-Mobile Vodafone Inlay has opened its new retail showroom that's set to provide more communication solutions for business houses and its majority of subscribers. The company has embarked on expanding its rural network coverage with affordable markets to meet consumer demands.
This telecommunications company is aiming to cover communications across all businesses in the country's industrial hub. Today, B-Mobile Vodafone opened its new retail shop at Town to secure good markets in the communication business in the city. Its marketing manager, Deepak Khanna, says the company is maintaining a good relationship with business houses in Leh in communication services.
And today, if any company can save up on money and get more value for their money, definitely we can see a lot of these companies switching over with us.
The company over the last 18 months has spent millions in upgrading its telecommunication network, reaching as far as some of the rural areas. It is also working to maintain its distribution networks through resellers commissioned for providing convenient markets to consumers.
X number of towers, we have multiplied the number of towers today. So our coverage is not just limited to urban areas. We have gone rural. So today, Kainantu, Hagen, Manus, Buka.
B-Mobile Vodafone has been working to capture valuable market among businesses as well as the majority of Papua New Guineans. Colin Barilai, National MTV News, Lae.
Coming up in Trukai Sports, we'll bring you highlights of the NSL Grand Final between Hekari and Lae City Dwellers this afternoon. Stay tuned.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. Interesting results from the Telecom National Soccer League this afternoon. Hekari dealt a blow going down to Lae City Dwellers 2-0. In their last encounter, it was Hekari who showed class, leaving Dwellers scoreless at 5-0. It was a different result this afternoon when the boys from Lae held on to win their back-to-back NSL Grand Final. Here are the highlights.
Second corner in only 20 seconds. Gunemba, higher ball this time. Handball appeal, however, play on, says the referee.
That looked like he was in.
And it does appear to be the first goal of the match.
It was directly from a corner, actually.
From a corner. Gunemba has run down to his fans on the sideline. His teammates have also run across to congratulate him.
I think there was an
Hekari
incredible corner.
Absolutely shell-shocked. Hekari have really had any opportunity. Raymond Gunemba in space, one-on-one against. He takes a shot. More goal. 2 goals to 0.
That was a classic mistake from a defender. Instead of passing it vertically in front of you, you pass it horizontally to your teammate, and somebody else gets in the middle, and that's exactly what happened.
Felix Komolong embarrassed. 69 minutes gone by in the grand final. Lae City Dwellers 2 goals to 0 over Hekari.
A Palestinian boy whose parents and brother were killed in a firebomb attack is in Spain. He got to meet with his favorite football club. The CNN report shows the boy's visit with Real Madrid.
Cristiano Ronaldo bringing light to a face that's been shrouded in agony. 5-year-old Ahmad Dawabshe meeting the stars of Real Madrid. The Palestinian boy mingling with his favorite football club in his team jersey. His grandfather enjoying the time just as much as Ahmad. The dream of this young Palestinian boy came true after months of nightmares. On July 31st, suspected Jewish extremists firebombed the Dawabshe family home in the town of Douma in the West Bank. Ahmad's parents and baby brother were killed in the attack. Ahmad, who had burns over 80% of his body, was in the hospital for months. He didn't know what happened to his family. The hospital feared it would be too much for this young boy to bear. Before he was even out of the hospital, his extended family put in the request for him to meet Real Madrid. It was a way of giving him a goal, something to look forward to. He walked onto the pitch at Santiago Bernabeu, felt the grass beneath his shoes, and admired this stadium of stars, the burn scars still very visible on his head. The dream of a new beginning for Ahmad starts with a shared smile and a game whose goal it is to bring happiness. Oren Lieberman, CNN, Jerusalem.
That ends Trukai Sports. The weather details when we come back.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Your weather forecast for tonight and tomorrow. In the southern region, a shower or 2 for Port Moresby, Kerma, Alatau and Popondetta, and some showers for Daru. In the Momasa region, some showers for all centres. In the New Guinea Islands, shower or 2 for all centres. And in the Highlands region, some showers for all centres. Before we go, recapping our main stories for tonight. Hundreds stranded on Lay Madang Highway. World President of the Association of Country Women visits PNG. And Lay City dwellers are NSL champions for the second year running. That has been the news, sports and weather this Saturday, the 19th of March 2016. On behalf of the news team, pleasant viewing. Good night.